What's up, guys? My name is Kyle. I'm here today. I'm going to show you guys how to do some drop shipping over Google Ads. This is a multiple step process, but the whole goal is here is to help you get to $1,000 a day from Google Ads drop shipping. Google Ads is a non-traditional route, and honestly, I prefer it way more than I do Instagram or TikTok because you can test way more products at the same time. Plus, you don't have to make any of those shitty videos that all the TikTok influencers want you to create. I'm a lazy drop shipper. That's why I do this. That's why we're going to help you get this today. So how this course is laid out is basically we're going to go day by day. The goal is to get you to, I'm going to create a store myself and I'm going to show you everything I do, be transparent about everything. And I'm going to get to $1,000 in 50 days. That's the goal for me. And you are going to be able to implement what I implement and do this yourself. So to start out with, just to keep it organized for me and for you, I created a little checklist here. This checklist is just going to be day by day. I'm going to be updating this as we go. And obviously, if you're following along while I create these videos, then you're just going to see updates, and I would love your feedback either way. But basically, the first thing we need to do, and this is the most important thing, because if we don't do this, then, dude, we're not going to win at dropshipping. But we need to find out what market we're going to sell in. We need to pick a niche and validate the niche. And I'll show you guys how to do this and what things to consider and think of. By the end of this video, I want you to have 3 niches that you think would be promising to start dropshipping. I'm going to take a step back a little bit. So Google Ads dropshipping, the thing that makes it different is you go to Google and you Google, like, say, shoes, or I'm going to say dress shoes, for example. Here at the top, you're going to get a bunch of different advertisements for dress shoes. It's a pay-per-click thing, but if I'm looking up dress shoes on Google, I'm an interested buyer. So it makes it's a lot more likely that I'm going to buy shoes if I'm searching for it rather than on TikTok when it's just a random advertisement. So that's why this is way nicer. Plus, you don't have to create the videos. So basically, we just need to create a professional store with a niche that's going to have products that people can click on. And so instead of picking one product for your store and trying to just advertise that only product, we need to get a couple hundred, if not a couple thousand products. And this process can be a little time consuming, but I'll show you a secret to get it done in a couple hours. So first off, I'm from the United States. I'm actually in Utah, which is really cool. So just to keep it simple, I don't want to deal with any language barriers. I'm going to be selling in the United States. I will be going to other countries using like a VPN to find products to sell in my store that aren't being sold in the United States, and I'll show you how to do that. But basically, you're going to want to consider a couple things when picking your market. What are the best ways to sell? I know in the United States, PayPal is a big one. But if you go to like France or if you go to the Netherlands, PayPal is not as big over there. And I believe they use Stripe or Plaid, whatever it is called. So, but yeah. So my first thing is I'm just going to pick a market. My next step is I'm going to go to ChatGPT. And I'm basically just going to ask it to help me do some market research to find my niche. I have a couple in mind, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to pick yet. Like I said, this is all transparent, so we'll see. But let's see how this goes. Hey chat, I want you to take on the role of being a Google Ads dropshipper. Your boss has tasked you with creating a new store and picking a new niche to start dropshipping. He said that if you were able to accomplish a dropshipping store that created over $1,000 a day in 50 days, you would be promoted. We're treating ChatGPT as like a normal human here, making it a challenge for him just so we get the best results. Starting with no idea where to go, except that you want to pick your niche, pick a niche that will help you achieve this goal. How would you start doing market research to find the winning niche? Okay, so let's see what ChatGPT says. So basically, he just says understanding the criteria for a winning niche, which I completely agree with. My current store that I'm using to dropship, I'm in the fashion and niche. So I'm not going to go that route. But there are a couple days where we'll make, you know, a couple $1,000s. So it's really cool to see that. So basically, you just need to find a niche that has products you can find on AliExpress and Alibaba and sell quickly. And so he just gives us a bunch of different niches. I want specific niches to research myself. What are some niches that would fall into these categories that I can do research on? So we'll see what ChatGPT says. I've got a couple in mind. Part of me was thinking of doing, I mean, I've heard pet supplies is good. I haven't done much research for it. I know that like baby clothing, baby toys, baby like furniture is also really good. Same with like just home decoration. Someone told me once that like car parts is also a good one. So like just selling like radio with Apple CarPlay and a bunch of customization for cars is a good one. Very specific and it sells quite a bit. Oh yeah, look at this. So number one, smart home gadgets. That's cool. I don't know if I'm interested. We'll do some research. But pet supplies, eco-friendly products, health and wellness, home improvement. Cool. Outdoor and camping, baby and parenting, hobby-specific niches. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this over here. Open this. The first thing I'm going to do is just pull up Google Trends. And then let's just see. I want to see what some of these niches, how they do. So right here on Google Trends, if we go to, let's just start with smart home gadgets. So I'm going to look up smart faucets. Let's see, this is an interesting one. Did I spell it right? I don't think people really look up smart faucets, but let's just look up faucets. I'm going to move it to the past 5 years just to see, we can see trends. So it's decent, it's not like incredible. But people looking for faucets, like if you Google that, you're genuinely interested in buying it. Let's look up home security, like cameras. I'm going to put home cameras. Okay, so home security is a decent one. You'll be competing with bigger companies. So if I look up home security, I get a couple big companies. But it looks like you could just sell like home security kits. I'm gonna look up cameras for my home. There's a lot of bigger competitors in this market, but let's look at this. So an easy way to do this is just look up different products in different niches, see like how saturated it is by like bigger companies, and then if you see, like for example, I go here and like this system with 8 cameras is $1,100 right here. If I go to AliExpress and I look up security camera, you know, and then I can look right here, 2-piece security camera that you put in your outdoor lights for $18. And I bet you could sell those for 60, 80, $100 right there, no problem. Same with this right here. So in fact, if I just take a screenshot of this, and I go to google.com and I drag the screenshot up here, I can see if other people are selling it for this one for 45, someone selling it on walmart.com for 68. Same with, yeah, this product, like kind of more challenging. Let's try this one. Just curious. Let's click this. Looks like they're not selling that anymore. Yeah, these ones are also pretty cheap, like $40 for 4 of them. So the profit margin's not the most incredible on those. Let's see. There is like this small little Wi-Fi camera. I'm just curious about that. And so we see, yeah, honestly, I don't think this is like, you could pursue this industry. I just don't think the profit margin's as big as I hope it would be. So I'm going to move on from that. But let's go back to here. Honestly, I think the smart home gadget industry, there's just a lot of big competitors. So I'm just going to move past that. Pet supplies, I know there's a lot of like benefits, like people looking for their pet. Like let's look up pet furniture. I'm going to put dog bed. That might be better. Dog bed. Cat bed. Cat bed. So if we look up dog bed, it looks like it's a pretty good industry. It looks like every couple months they go up a little bit. Let's look up dog brush. Not that many searches. There's also just like pet toys, like dog teething toy. Teeth. Let's look at dog. I don't know what it's called. I think it's like a dog teething toys. Yeah. Dog teething. Yeah. So it looks like dog beds are pretty good. Like, let's look up dog beds, see what we can find. Right here. Funny Fuzzy. There's this really cool extension you can install to help you see if like a store, the dropshipper, PPSPY, PP Spy. Whenever it's a Shopify store, it'll pop up and it'll tell you how many products are on the store. And generally, like if you see like a niche store, like something like this, like let's look at this. We can scroll to the bottom and let's look at shipping and policy. Yeah, it looks like if you, generally if it's not quick shipping, like most likely it's a drop shipper, not every time. Like, so this looks like it's a drop shipping store. So let me just do this. I'll take a screenshot of this. Let's see if we can find it on AliExpress. Maybe not that exact product. Let me see. I'm gonna look up view all. It's a beautiful website they have here, that's for sure. So if I screenshot this guy, go to AliExpress, look at that. We found that same dog bed, the same picture, in fact. Is that same picture? No, it's a little different. Very similar picture though. They just, yeah. But like, look, for 25 bucks and they sell it for 60. So it's a pretty, or right here for 62. So yeah, they're drop shipping. Let's look at, so dog beds. Like people want bed for their dog, so it hits a pain point. Honestly, people treat their dogs like kids. Let's see. Let's look at this. This looks like a photoshopped image. Yeah, but there's a lot of dog beds you can just use. So like if I just pull up my notes, oh, that's funny. I'm just gonna put in dog beds as one of my things, and I'm just gonna copy. I'm gonna copy this website and throw it in. And so, and like it's something else I could sell with dog beds. Like if we look at them, it looks like they sell like a cover for it. Dog beds, dog bed covers, and they even add on like a little like cute toy, dog toys, dog teething toys. So that's where the real money's at. When you get one customer, if you can just sell multiple products, that's where it's at. And AliExpress, you can totally find like dog toys. So what you're looking for is just products with a higher profit margin, products with, yeah, like a higher profit margin, just where you can at least sell something and then you can buy it from AliExpress for at least 50% cheaper than what you sold it for, because there will be some advertising costs. What I try to aim for with my stores is about a 25% profit margin with the revenue I made. So if I'm making $1,000, I'm making $250 a day, and then some days you'll make 100, some days you'll make, you know, like 400, right? So that's another good niche. Let's do one more. Let's see what ChatGPT says. I'm not so inspired by eco-friendly products. You can look into that if you want to. Health and wellness. This is more. This one. Like weighted blankets, white noise machine. I would say like that could fall into. Like you could create like a sleep niche store, like focus on sleeping things to help people sleep better, or even like things to help people wake up. I think I'd prefer to just focus on like home decorations and incorporate all of that together. So like have a sleep section and then like a decoration section, like, you know, seasonal, and then all that fun stuff. I think that'd be cool. And I feel like the home improvement would fall into that too. So let's look into outdoor and camping. I'm curious about that. So if I go here, I'm gonna pull this together. I'm gonna look up tents, just curious. Tents, ooh. Tents is an up and down market. I'm gonna look up camping. Oh wow, camping put tent to shame. And then what about like portable fire pit? What happens if I look up camping? So it just pulls up a bunch of, yeah, like tents and stuff. So let's see. Yeah, these guys look like, can't guarantee it, but they do look like, let's see what their shipping policy is. Let me see. Yeah, they could be a drop shipper. Let's look this up. Screenshot that. Let's go to AliExpress. Honestly, so when you're looking, oh my goodness, when you're trying to find a product or a niche to go into, you want to see more drop shippers in that niche. If you're starting to see, say, more bigger brands that are established in the niche, then you're gonna run into issues competing with them. If you find, like, say, pet beds, and there were a bunch of drop shippers, that means that'll be an easier niche to get into. It's already proven that, like, they sell. You just need to get the click, and people are looking for that. So look for niches where you find drop shippers already selling, just so you can have a proven niche and not have to compete with the big guys. So this could be, I mean, there's a bunch of tents on here you could just take and sell, like, let's be real. Like, that looks like the exact same thing right here. For $142, how much are they selling it for? $199, so they're making a $40 profit, it looks like. Looks like their different options are way more expensive. I'm gonna check this out. And then, yeah, look at that. Like, they must be getting it from somewhere else for a lot cheaper if they're able to sell it for that price. But you can tell they're a drop shipping store. I'm just gonna put them in my notes. Outdoor camping supplies. And then I'm gonna, cool thing with this is, like, you sell a tent, for example, you could sell, like, camping chairs or a portable fire pit, like all those little accessories in there. Like, you can just do add-ons for that. But this is a beautiful website. They have 400 products on it. Let's check out a couple more. And generally, like, if a store has 2,000 plus reviews, they're more of an established brand. So you're looking for stores with, like, you know, shipping, like, you know, the 25th of November right now, but shipping, say, 10 days out, like this. Maybe brought out is there. Yeah, we're shipping out like 10 days, because that means they're probably buying it from China and shipping it to their customer. Yeah, look at this. How much are they selling it for? $130, and they're buying it for $94. So not incredible. But I do know on my store, I do have some products that are like, I only have like a $10 profit margin, and like a 10% profit margin. And then I have other products that are like a 80% profit margin. So there's a balance. So this is another drop shipping store right here. I'm just gonna put them down. You just wanna pick a bunch of, or find a couple different niches, just so you can, if we look right here, like, pick your market selling, validate your niche, find other drop shippers selling on Google. The niches ChatGPT gave us are pretty decent niches to jump into with other drop shippers. So I'm gonna move on. Like, if I go to, another way we can do research is go to the Facebook ad library. Generally, most drop shippers, the reason I like Google is because most drop shippers are focusing on TikTok and, you know, Facebook or Instagram, that kind of stuff. And so they don't even think to do Google. They're like, those are for the bigger brands. So there's less drop shippers. But also, if you can find products being sold on Facebook that aren't being sold on Google yet, you can just take those products and sell them on Google. Because, you know, someone sees an Instagram reel for a shirt, and then they scroll past it, and then like a day later, they're like, well, I want that shirt, and then they Google it, then you pop up. So let's look up this camping camping gear on Facebook ad library. Let's see what pops up. Like right here. We go here. These guys may, if I just, let me see, air mattress. Oh, if I could type. For Tesla. Let's see if they're drop shipping. Yeah, these might be an actual brand. Let me see. What about this brand? Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's go to forklift. That's kind of cool. 12 sold in the last 35 hours. It's probably fake, but whatever. A way to get people to buy more. That looks like the same thing, doesn't it? No, a little different. But what they're selling this for 400. So this is an easy niche you could just. Let me look up this. Usually descriptions that look like that are like straight from AliExpress. Maybe not. Well, anyways, like that's another brand you could copy. It would be a little more challenging to get the exact product, maybe. Like let's look at this. Yeah, like look, that's a drop shipping store. So, but this isn't camping specifically. It looks like this is. I mean, they're more of a general store. They do camping. It looks like they also do forklift and like just basically outdoor stuff, if that makes sense. And so this is another niche that would be pretty easy to get into. Like let's look at this. Yeah, look, they do have their logo on it. This honestly might be not a drop shipping brand. Interesting. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. So you'll just have to go through, find products like that. Another thing I generally do is I just like use a VPN and I go to other countries. Because if you find a store in another drop shipper and say I'm in the United States and I find someone in France, then I can just copy their products like just straight over, and there's no competition for those exact products generally. So that's another route to go. And then like just using Google Trends, I found 3 niches. I dog beds, outdoor camping. Well, I guess I only found 2 niches, but the other niche I was thinking of is home decorations. I just kind of showed you guys the process. I'm gonna just do some more research to narrow down what niche exactly I want to do, to find exactly which one I think will be best to jump into. And it's very possible, like I could just, do home decorations and do pet supplies together too. So I would start with one of them and then I would just slowly build the store. The goal is to eventually just make it so your store has, thousands of products. So whenever someone Googles something weird, your product will show up and sell it. Like for example, on my clothing, my fashion store, I literally just sold some weird like dog statue that I didn't think would ever sell, but I put it on my store and I made $30 from it. So, but yeah, so go ahead and do your research before you move on to the next video. In the next video, we're gonna just be going out like picking like your final niche and just kind of like general versus a brand store. And then we're gonna be creating our brand, creating our Shopify, getting our domain set up and all of our policies and payments. And so just get ready for that. After that, I'll teach you how to import products really quickly. And then we'll be within a week, hopefully making money off of our Google Ads store. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Stoked to be able to help out. I provide this content for free. So if I do provide any affiliate links, please use those below so I can make some money from that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.